Nick, with the game, your debut, how did you feel like it went? Were you happy with the way things went out there for you?
Yeah, I thought it went good. I mean, I think as a whole, the whole team played well offensively. The big guys up front did a good job getting pushed, opening up holes. And yeah, for me, I haven't played since December, so a lot of anxiety, a lot of nerves, but it felt good to go out there and get tackled again.
For you, how different is a game and being yourself versus a training camp atmosphere?
What do you mean?
Like, are you able to show up more and be more yourself in the way you run behind your pads in a preseason, in a game versus in training camp, or is it all the same?
Like practice versus game?
Yeah, just for you to be able to display kind of your attributes.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess because I think one of the best things I do is break tackles in the practice. I mean, it's pretty much tag. Right? So I mean, yeah, I think a game allows you to kind of be more of yourself.
How important was it? The offensive line, they look like they did a really good job. What specifically did they do to open up some room for you?
Just very physical. I think it goes back to practice, how we practice every day. We have a lot of runs in practice. You know, Coach Nick, he does a good job of making sure the guys are getting a lot of runs, just be very physical up front, and it carried over to the game.
How important was it, with this being game 2 of 3, not knowing the playing situation next week, to get some momentum, a little bit of confidence as a group, and individually for you?
Yeah, it felt good. I mean, all of camp we've been kind of hitting each other, and last preseason game, a lot of guys didn't play, so it felt good to go out there and get somebody else live, hit someone else for once.
Nick, along those lines, your defense, obviously, talks about that, it's one of the best in the league. Was this more reflective, perhaps, of what the offense can do to play against another team that maybe they're not like your defense?
Yeah, it's definitely a difference, going against our defense every day, and then playing someone else. Things were a lot open. It felt a lot slower, compared to playing our defense every day in practice. So, I mean, that's shout out to our defense, how good they are, how physical and how fast they are.
You said there was some nerves. At what point do those nerves go away?
After the first play. After the first play. When you get tackled, it's all it goes away.
Why nerves? Just trying to work your way back and everything?
No, that's just how it's always been ever since I played football. First game, first time you play.
CJ running the Nick Caley offense, how did you think that went, and some of the playbook now being in play in the real game?
I think it went good. I mean, Nick does a great job of calling the plays. CJ getting us all lined up in execution. And, I talk to Nick all the time. He understands, that running the ball opens up everything. He's a young coach, and it's impressive that he understands, how important it is to be physical up front before anything else.
When you're in 12 personnel with the 2 tights, how much do you like that when you got Stover and Dalton as extra blockers?
I like that a lot. Those guys do a great job every day of, being physical and blocking guys.